have a very dark side to you. There's something about you that reminds me of my father. His love of war and conflict.
That's a very perceptive observation.
We mean you no harm. You're obviously human. Do you need our help?
Well, I think it's more likely that I can help you.
I sent two of my best technicians to try to get close to you. They both came back with broken scanners. I even sent Cassiopeia.
When all of our medical technology fails, we still resort to blatant feminine wiles.
I know you. I feel you. This moment, I'm closer to your soul than anyone has ever been. I've come to prepare your way to Earth. It's highly probable that your instruments could be destructive to me.
But they're the very latest.
For your time, yes. Your people will be safe under my leadership. Apollo, don't ever make the mistake of threatening me again, or you'll forfeit your life in the wink of an eye.
That's gonna work great, man. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well,
How else would I turn my own microphone on? And
I was about to say, I'm deaf.
that happens here a lot. Huh? Hey? Hey?
Hello, fellow builders, and welcome back to the Mediocre Modeler here with a new adventure. We're on IFB tonight.
That's it. Pete doesn't realize how much trouble we get in when he's gone, I don't think.
Oh, yeah. See, and that's the thing. It's just like, he's not just, like, vacationing at home. He's just not, like, down in Florida. He's out of the country. He's in a different time zone. Oh.
He's in Birmingham, Alabama.
I thought he was in Spain.
Does anyone know where Pete is?
You know what?
He's in Birmingham, England.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
I still think it's England. That's right. I think it's Alabama.
Yes, a man of international travels. We can all be that
Alabama,
when we retire.
I don't know. Depends on how much money you make in retirement. I don't know. I'm close. I'll find out, but I don't think that's. I'm real close.
You know, I think you can figure that you are getting close when you have a lot of people that keep telling you that they're close.
Yeah.
You know, either that or the AARP envelope starts showing up at the house.
That happened like a year ago, I think. So, yeah. Oh, that's scary stuff. But anyways, hi. I'm Tipsy Toaster. This is Mediocre Modeler. Tonight we are joined by Tiny Bean Tara, which we'll bring up here shortly. But you are listening to, I always want to say, it sounds like radio. You are listening to IFB. But anyways, we are 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
There's a lot. There's a lot of numbers there.
There we go. I'll just throw some more numbers out. It sounds really good. Sounds really scientific when you do that too. Anyways, we are a pop culture sci-fi broadcast. We're here every Thursday, and that just to show it. When Pete's gone, we're here every Thursday, even then.
That's
I have
right.
great personnel, fans. We got John. We got everybody that's in the background. People that come on. Mr. Marino. So who we got on tonight? Oh, wait a minute. I got to get.
Yeah. So we got Erica Riley's out there. We got Mr. Marino's out there. Eugene had it. Oh, I don't have one of those.
So you need to make yourself one that's Mandalorian.
Yes, the plans are there, but you know, as it goes, the painter's house is never painted.
That's it.
So you got Kim Harms. Hello, Kim. She's going on out there. And who else do we got? I'm trying to monitor I know how does Pete do it? And then Lola. Let's not forget Lola.
Her name
Lola's
was Lola. She was a showgirl.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah. Chris Laskowski. Well.
Down under. Chris, I met Chris for the first time in person at Awesome Con. Oh, no. Oh, crap. The one that got canceled in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
We talked for hours.
He was up from Australia?
He came from Australia to that.
I still think we need to do a Kickstarter fund and just get something going and then just all kind of show up down there and see Baz.
Well, there we go. There's the 50th anniversary. We're looking for a place to hold the 50th anniversary. I don't know how many of us can afford to go down there for the 50th.
But. Well, I did say Kickstarter.
Yeah.
That'd be a heck of a
and dancing tonight. 2020 All-Con. Thank you, Chris. I almost forgot. I couldn't remember the name of it. Was All-Con. I wanted to say Awesome Con, but that's DC. But yeah.
Dave Turnbull. Hello, Dave.
Dave, we just had with him the other day. Kim, Chris Laskowski, Eugene. Hey, how's it going? We need to do a Kickstarter for his for the Raider. I got my. You don't have him. You need to get some.
No, I don't.
You need a Raider pilot.
Okay. You have it. Yeah. I got one too. But hey.
That's my bucket. That's Pete and I's bucket list. And we're like, we're going to ask you tonight who'd you off to get tickets? That's what we want to know.
Oh well, that's another story.
That's a whole story.
Hey, before we get too far, we should toast our fans.
That's it. Let me bring up Tiny Bean. Well, she's on here somewhere. There she is. Tiny Bean.
Hello. Hi, Tiny Bean. How are you?
And she's got wine tonight, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, so you know what I have tonight? It was a mistake concoction, but it's interesting. This is Maker's Mark wine mixed with it comes in a bottle. It's amazing, by the way. If you ever go to, was it whoever does Maker's Mark? It's Costco. No, Sam's Club. Go to Sam's Club. Look for go in the wine section. This great plastic bottle with a screw top. It's Class A then, right?
Right next to the Mad Dog 2020.
Mad Dog 2020. If alcohol is a crutch, Mad Dog is a wheelchair. So it is. It's a big bottle, by the way. It's plastic, and it's got it's grape wine mixed with what's tequila? Not tequila sunrise. Crap. It's the margarita. It's a margarita mix and wine.
Okay.
And it's fantastic. And then you add a little bit of extra kick to it, like I don't know, some Jose Cuervo. because that's what goes into it, right? And then I said, you know what? I bought this stuff and I wanted to play. I like to play around with drinks and everything, and it looked really pretty when I first started.
Okay.
It didn't turn out that way afterwards.
Yeah, we need a
really
name
cool.
for that because
it was really cool because there was this. I added black liquid to it, and this black liquid was actually running down like rain on the inside, and then it just mixed together by the time I got on air. But really
Members Mark. Thank you, Erica. Members Mark.
Maker's Mark. Maker's Mark's actually. That's actually
a whiskey or
whiskey.
Or
yeah. It's got the red waxy top thingy.
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, that's what I've got tonight.
That's an
it's in my
interesting color
fantastic,
gray.
fantastic IFB glass, which is hard to see here, but we'll put a link up there later on if you really want to support IFB by buying a glass. It is actually pretty amazing, by the way. It is like built into the glass. I've never seen that before.
So Tiny, are you drinking? You're drinking wine.
Is it box wine?
The box wine.
Okay.
We should try to get Boda Box to sponsor us because that's
this is how I get through live streaming.
Boda or Bada?
Boda.
BOTA.
BOTA.
That's Bada.
Oh, we always call it Boda at the liquor store.
It's New York. We got a Boda. Hey.
John's gonna get you.
Yeah.
That's fine. So, anyways, let me stir this up with the black stuff inside of it so it looks a little grayer.
I had to follow Mediocre Modeler rule number 3, which is use what you got. So I didn't. So I'm stuck with Smirnoff Pink Lemonade.
Oh.
But
you have to drink that with like a finger.
Well, no. Hey, this could be anything. I wanted to hit somewhere between hard liquor and water.
Wow. That's a pretty good left and right boundary there, sir. The left and right boundary is just wide open.
It gets us there. That's all that matters. It gets us there.
But anyway, so we thank you for all being here tonight. We always toast to the fans because it's so important that we recognize that the people behind the lens and the people that buy the stuff and the people that write stories and the people that make 3D model stuff and the people who dream about being in the universes of our favorite Star Wars, Star Trek, Battlestar Galactica, all of those favorite 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000, 2010, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90s sci-fi shows are the important piece because it's them. It's the fans. So here's to you because fans
fuel the fleet. That's rather tasty. I'm going to take a sip.
You got to put some. I bet it tastes better if you put tequila in it.
Let's not find out.
Everything, Tipsy. Have you tried tequila?
You tried rum in that.
If you want to stay on air, we should.
It's an ice cream float. Have you tried rum in that? It's chicken noodle soup. Huh? You tried tequila with that?
Tequila will help that.
Especially when you're sick. Reminds me, my uncle. My uncle would always say, "Rock and rye." When I was sick, he would give me a big old glass of rock and rye, and I wouldn't remember anything till the next morning.
Yes, I bet you felt better too.
Chuck Davenport, your drink looks like my oil change drainage.
Actually, if you talk to Mr. Haggerty, I got this out of the Cylon Raider before we left.
Yeah. Wow.
We'll call it Raider oil.
There you go.
Oh, that's it.
Okay, that's actually a good name.
Yeah.
That's a really good name.
So we have Raider oil.
Okay, if you're gonna do that, you have to come up with an actual recipe.
Oh yeah.
You can't just
add stuff until it tastes good and looks black.
Melange.
At least I didn't use the squid ink this time. I used the black coloring. I actually have black squid ink powdered that you can make your drinks black.
Mixing drinks.
Yeah, makes it black.
I'll just go with
what I would add on
the dark Sambuca. That's good
There
enough for
you
me.
go.
What I actually should add to this is like the silver flakes, so it looks like, I don't know, like like when you do an oil change and you have a bad engine.
Yeah, you have metal shavings in your oil, just
Shaving
like
in your oil.
yeah. The Raider needs another, turbine
Oh yeah,
oscillator
need some help with that.
pulse thing.
Oh, we're just starting it off tonight. See how much
Right.
more fun this is without
Already
Pete?
off the rails.
It doesn't take much.
Yeah,
It
Pete
doesn't.
doesn't have Wonder Twin Powers. Hang on.
Away. What
Gotta,
goes on?
over here, other way.
Other side.
And then Tara's got to do both fingers. Up top.
High, up high. You got to a little bit higher. Okay, we can go
Close to
down.
the sides.
There.
Close to the sides. Close to the side. Come on, you can do it. Close to the side. Over. All right. Wonder Twin Powers. Activate.
Well, but we're triplets.
Oh.
Well,
Wonder Triplet Powers? That doesn't sound right.
yeah. We'll work
Terrible
on that.
Triplet Power. Activate.
You know, Pete's like, oh God, I'm never leaving again.
It is somewhere weeping right now. Oh no.
Oh, he's in England. He's probably asleep.
Sorry, Pete.
Right.
He's probably I don't know. What's the hour difference in England?
Oh, you know what? I meant to look at that. It's just, you know what? If he really cared, he would pop. If he really cared,
If you really care.
he'd be watching.
Yeah, he would be. But
He'd watch. He'd chime in.
He's too busy in England
Yeah, I
drinking
know.
tea and crumpets. Playing trumpets or crumpets or something, whatever it is. Whatever they do there. Mediocre, are you going to be in with us in Palm Beach?
I will not. Unfortunately,
If someone was to pay for a ticket, I'll go.
We need to run that by Mrs. Mediocre. I've already had 2 trips this year, just like, unless you want me to stay with you permanently.
It's now known as the Mediocre Modeler Couch.
Right there. Hey. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Somebody looked it up. Erica looked it up, and Lola looked it up. And
5 hours.
It's 1 a.m. there. What
5
a
hours
slug. He should be
ahead.
up.
5 hours. Oh, yeah, really?
He should be up. I mean, 1 a.m.
You should be
Call him.
What should we call him?
Yeah, right. He will never. So, Kelvin, you're never co-hosting again. You're done. Chris, you're in timeout until next Thursday.
Just sit back there and push the button, sir. But, so we'll go ahead and kick. I know Tiny Bean's got things to do also tonight, so I don't think she can hang with us all night. She would. It'd be cool. But, so we have Tiny Bean's movie critic thing. I looked at some of these. These are great. We actually talked about one of them.
Yeah.
There's another one. I'm just racking my brain trying to remember what it is, but maybe I'll remember by the time this is over.
Yeah.
But Tiny, we need the intro music. With all the AI stuff I've been doing lately, I should have done this by now.
Yes, you should. Or contracted somebody.
Maybe
if you knew somebody who did music.
Yeah. AI.
Or we could make it up live every time. It could be different,
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, I had one at one.
Okay, the one you had was a little bit long.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
I need a stinger type thing, 20 seconds, 15 seconds type thing. But anyways, that's enough talk. That's your intro, Tiny Bean. It's,
Tiny Bean, Just Hands, Tiny Bean,
Just Hands.
Tara.
Tiny Bean Tara, and take it away.
Yes. All right, guys. Well, hello, IFB. Happy August. Hope you're all having a great summer so far. Welcome to Tiny Bean's Corner, where we discuss new, old, and otherwise interesting things for the fleet's potential viewing pleasure. Lots of fun stuff for you tonight, from spookies to sci-fi and a healthy dose of nostalgia. So, let's dive in. First up, check out the trailer for Chris Carter's director's cut for the X-Files I Want to Believe, Rock Frankenstein film. First released in 2008, so like almost 20 years ago, guys. Carter was kind of unhappy with the cuts he was forced to make that turned the film into a sort of lukewarm, longish episode when what he had intended was a downright scary sci fi thriller. This new version, complete with an addition to the title, Brock's Frankenstein, is a full on rated R version that sounds awesome. That is because Carter said, "We set out to make a real life Frankenstein movie, and due to a variety of factors, our Frankenstein never completely left the operating room." So, a chance to apply the electrodes again is a special thrill. I'm just thrilled for any excuse to get back inside the X-Files universe with Mulder and Scully. So, this new edition will hit Hulu on Disney August 14th. Next up, what if I told you that there was a sci-fi film coming out soon that is being described as Aliens meets Terminator? And what if I added that one of the film's stars was actually in both Aliens and Terminator? Get ready for Onslaught. Onslaught is being described as a high-octane action thriller about an army sniper who must protect her daughter after a rogue squad of genetically engineered super soldiers escapes from a military facility into the desert. Brought to us by A24 and Adam Weingart, who brought us the chilling film The Guest with Dan Stevens, and he has confirmed that this film is set in the same universe. This film also stars Adria Arjona, Rebecca Hall, Dan Stevens, and the legend that is Michael Biehn. So, check out the trailer. Looks really good. Onslaught will hit theaters September 4th. Now, I talked a lot about the series Widow's Bay this past season. Such a fun and twisted romp, showered with Emmy nods. More on that later. But Netflix has a show coming up poised to fill the void till season 2. It's a mini-series called Below. It stars Josh Hartnett, Mackenzie Davis, and Charlie Heaton from Stranger Things. It takes place in a coastal village in Newfoundland where they are being terrorized by a mysterious sea creature. The local fisherman, played by Hartnett, teams up with a marine scientist to figure out what to do. Trailer looks like so much fun. I always love sea monster stories, and Josh Hartnett has surprisingly become a real steady presence here in the corner, from his recent performances in M. Night Shyamalan's Trap and one of the creepiest episodes of Black Mirror ever. So, let's check this one out, guys. It's Netflix, so it makes for easy binging. Below will drop on October 8th. Next up, there are few things in the nostalgia department that strike a chord harder than our childhood Saturday morning cartoons. And the undisputed king of those was Bugs Bunny and Friends. Well, get ready to enjoy our favorites all over again, this time on the big screen in Coyote versus Acme. This one looks hysterical. They are giving our favorite cartoon characters the Roger Rabbit treatment and putting them up with actors like John Cena and Will Forte. The trailer had me absolutely rolling, especially when my favorite Tweety Bird shows up. This will surely be fun for all ages, kids and grandchildren, of course, but mostly it's really for us. Coyote vs. Acme hits theaters August 28th. In more throwback nostalgia, you may know I'm basically just a musical theater kid. And once a musical theater kid, always a musical theater kid. A staple of musicals is the classic Godspell. And in the theater world, many have spoken in hushed whispers about the mythologically good 1972 Toronto production of it. Well, now there is a documentary coming out all about it, and it is called You Had to Be There. and it reunites surviving castmates like Victor Garber, Eugene Levy, Martin Short, Andrea Martin, and oh, it was music directed by Paul Schaefer. It also starred the late great Gilda Radner. Check out the trailer, guys. Just to hear these legends tell their stories is going to be glorious. And an epic dip back into the early 70s. I mean, what could be better? The documentary, You Had to Be There, will hit the US market on September 26th. Now, in the You Can Watch It Right Now segment, I have a doozy for you. Check out the movie Dust Bunny. Yes, it looks ridiculous. And yes, it is ridiculous in exactly all the right ways. The always incredible Mads Mikkelsen stars as a hitman, of course, because it's Mads Mikkelsen. But he is approached by his 10-year-old neighbor, a darling little girl named Aurora, played by Sophie Sloan. Remember that name, this kid is good. And she wants to hire him to murder the evil dust bunny under her bed. Now, I don't want to say much more. You really have to see it. It is a surprisingly good, really quirky romp. Elements of David Lynch and Wes Anderson, and it also stars the legendary Sigourney Weaver. I was skeptical going in, but this one really won me over. Let me know what you think. Dust Bunny is available now on HBO Max. Before I leave you tonight, the Emmys are right around the corner. So if you are looking to go back and binge any of the stuff that we'd covered here in the corner in the last year, now is the time to do it. And you have a host of things to pick from, guys. Shows we've covered include Widow's Bay, Night of the Seven Kingdoms, Paradise, Pluribus, The Bear, Task, The Muppet Show, and more. We've had a really good year, guys. So go back and check out some of these if you haven't, because the Emmy Awards are right around the corner and they will air on September 14th. So that is all for the corner tonight. Back to you, Tipsy.
And mediocre.
Always have to have a notepad ready when you do your segments, because I'm like, oh, I
look out because I have the
I'm
PowerPoint.
constantly writing down stuff.
You guys should see what my notebooks look like and my phone, and I'm constantly making notes like all the time.
Well, I have a couple of questions. Well, okay, just like movies in general. So, so what was the last movie you saw in the theater?
Disclosure Day.
And you were okay with,
I haven't got
happy
to
with
see that yet.
Loved it.
I haven't
Loved
seen
it.
it yet. Okay.
Yeah. I absolutely loved it. I'm dying to see The Odyssey,
Yes.
but I am trying to just wrap my brain around 3 hours in a movie.
Yeah, right.
Plus trailers, so
Well,
3 hours and
do
20
what I plan on
minutes.
doing is we have an Alamo here.
Oh, Alamo
Yeah,
Draft
you
House,
go to the
yeah.
Alamo and it's like the big show, and then you've got seats and you got beer and you got popcorn and you got
Nice.
beer and you got
But
drinks
yeah,
and
you have beer and you have
beer and-
bathroom and
Yeah. But
you
I
know,
really want
for
to
3
see it.
hours
There's
you might
nothing but
definitely
good.
have to hold off on the beer for first.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was just Coyotes versus Acme.
Oh, I gotta see. I can't wait to see that one.
I cannot wait. I'm like,
Really? Okay. So
excited.
that kind of, I was thinking about this earlier, how you've got that shift from animation to live action, right? And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So like the animation, Moana, the animated movie is fantastic.
Yeah.
But the switch over to live action, I didn't feel it wasn't as well received. You know, and you look back, sometimes it worked. Surprisingly, Scooby-Doo worked.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Scooby-Doo worked.
Indeed.
But there are
I don't know if
others.
it was the cast kind of blended together, I think, on that one. But
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. This is, like I said, it reminds me of Roger Rabbit. It's going to be
I loved Roger
actual
Rabbit.
cartoon character, which, yeah, Roger Rabbit.
Please, Eddie.
So it's fun to see like John Cena with Tweety Bird in his hand yelling at him. I mean, go on, there's going to be a hoot.
Well,
but the Coyote's got a point, though. He definitely did. They've got some faulty products.
Oh, most definitely.
I see. I think I'm calling user error on that one.
Hey, if you sell a bomb that says TNT on the side, you expect it to blow up. It didn't have enough warnings on the side to say don't get in front of it.
I don't know if I could pull it off, but I think
what about all the rockets?
Funny.
Well, say not strap it to your back. So
to do a cosplay of 1966 Batman with the bomb, running around the con
totally,
with the, sometimes there's no place to dispose of a bomb.
Oh my God.
Unfortunately, we'd probably be the only ones laughing.
Well,
the kids would be like, "Do you know what anime that's from?"
Yeah.
Is that
okay?
Is that Death Note? I think that's Death Note.
So the other one that I wanted to kind of the whole from animation to live action. Are you following or have you been following Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Not as much as I should be.
Okay, so I loved the anime. I mean, I loved it. It was just fantastic. And as far as I'm concerned, the live action is doing it justice. It's some of the scenes are because people see anime and they just it's a kid's thing, and there's a lot of stuff, but the moving to live action, they really pull forward some of the actual real world consequences of what like the Fire Nation did. Went in there and they decimated people, and there were some couple of moments that were just filmed so well where the characters were just like you could see the frustration and the pain. It's just I would definitely, and there's season 1's like only 8 episodes, season 2's like 7, 8, something like that. So it wouldn't take a whole lot of time, but it's worth your while.
Oh, good. Okay, yeah, I would definitely jump into that because that's right up my alley.
Well, I have one more thing for you that's up your alley, musical theater kid.
Oh, no.
So last time I threw a musical lyric on you.
Oh, no.
So I've been drinking. Please, not.
Where's Diana?
Problem is you haven't been drinking enough.
Right. So I'm gonna throw if you're game.
Always.
I'm gonna throw another one on you and see can Tara finish the lyric.
Try.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a little ditty they're singing in the city.
Oh.
Especially when they've been on the gin or the beer.
Yes.
We're waiting.
If you've got the patience, your own imaginations will tell you just exactly what you want to hear. Papa, that's how it goes. Okay, well. Next time.
I think I was a little bit.
Yay. Oh my goodness, that was great. You got a good voice.
Yeah.
That was, what do you mean that was fake? That was Oliver.
Good.
Stop it. Amazing.
I don't know if I'd go so far as to say you were incredible, but I might be willing to give you reasonably proficient and buy you a drink.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Well done.
Always a pleasure, Tiny Bean. Always a pleasure.
Oh, yes. Thank you. So much fun. Next time, we need some guys and dolls, I think.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to think of a single.
There you go.
I think All That Jazz would be the only one I know.
That's
in regards to
Chicago, baby.
I have a very narrow window of musicals that I like. I mean, it's probably like 5.
I could probably do Spam a lot.
Oh, I do love Spam a lot.
I could do Spam a lot. That's one that no. I'm not so sure about.
Good segment, says from Karen out there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Erica, excellent segment, Tiny Bean. Erica Riley.
Dave
And also, Demetrius. Demetrius saw you out there. Hello, Demetrius.
How's it going, guys? Oh,
Dave
It's
said
good
he
to
went to
have all
see
the
Airbender
family
last
here.
night. Or no, he happens to have season 2, episode 1 of Avatar on right now. Okay, Dave, you can't do that. You can't double watch. That doesn't work this way. We require all of your attention.
Steve.
Don't make him turn the probe up.
That's it. The black van will be outside your house shortly.
Amazing.
It'll have a red light on the front of it.
Was that Knight Rider's big brother?
That's it.
From the wrong side of the tracks?
It's the A-Team van with the A-Team and
There's
Knight
a
Riders.
model. There's a model. There's a
go.
model idea
There
right
we go.
there.
There we go. The A-Team Knight Rider van.
Oh, yes. Excellent.
Cool.
Something that hasn't been done.
That's kind of difficult because there's so just in model building, and I get into these little funks where, let's say you want to just build a shuttle, right? You know, I'm like, well, if I have two nacelles on it, it's going to look too Star Trekky. If I have this, it's going to look too Star Wars. And trying to come up with something unique is really hard. I mean, you want it to be kind of familiar, but not so much so that people would, he just
3D printed that and painted it.
Well, yeah. That's my whole shtick, man.
Step off, man. Step back.
But hey,
Erica says her last musical was Les Mis. Les Mis?
Oh, I love Les Mis. Yeah.
it is.
Is that the one where I watched the
One
movie
day
where
more.
the guys, the French
See?
people? No, that's something else probably.
That's
The
not
French. What's
the musical, the movie version of Les Mis was Hugh Jackman,
that's it?
Russell Crowe,
Okay.
Anne Hathaway. Yeah.
See, it should be a crime to look as good as Hugh Jackman and sing.
Yeah.
It's just like, dude, leave some for the rest of us.
Yeah,
Right.
multi-talented, and
And he
Jill-
dances
oh,
too. It's really
does he too? So there you go.
Yeah.
Great.
I'll just go back to building my little models.
He's the new Richard Gere. New Richard Gere.
I never found Richard Gere to be that. I don't know what.
I'm glad to
people
hear
saw
that.
in him. Yeah, right. You and me both. It's just I never saw what other people saw in him. I'm just like, okay, well, all right. We're getting off the rails again.
Yes.
Sci-fi.
Sci-fi. Is Richard Gere ever in a sci-fi? Well, we need to find that one out. Interesting. That would be.
Off the top of my head, I can't.
See, look at these actors who just don't step up to the challenge of sci-fi.
It's like, really?
You know?
Why even bother acting? if
Exactly.
You can't do sci-fi.
All I know is I'm dying over what is it? The guy who played in the Fall Guy.
Lee Majors.
No.
Oh,
no,
you
the-
mean Ryan Gosling?
Ryan
Sorry.
Gosling in the-
new Fall Guy.
Fist my bump. Fist my bump.
Yeah, fist my bump.
I didn't see that one.
Oh,
I
you got to
Please
see it.
Please see it. It is wonderful.
It's a great listen if you haven't seen it. It's a fantastic listen, but you won't get fist
Really?
by bump. Yeah, the book is amazing.
Yeah,
The audiobook is
well.
amazing.
Yeah.
well, okay.
The same guy who wrote The Martian.
Oh, okay. See, I'm always going to default to an audiobook because I spend so
Same
much
here.
time in the car.
Yeah.
So the last book, as I was on my trip to the West Coast, I was listening to John Justin Miller's his most recent Batman novel. Off the top of my head, I don't remember the name.
A.J. Miller,
But it's the second.
Yeah.
It's the second novel, and it was really, really good. So the first novel starts like right after the '89 Batman movie, and it's teased that the Joker didn't actually die. And so all the characters are fantastic except it's the 89 Batman. So you're seeing Michael Keaton, right? But the way it's voiced and like the insecurities that he has and everything do not fit with Michael Keaton as Batman.
Yeah.
So my brain, when I was listening to it, I was more picturing the animated Bruce Wayne from Batman the Animated Series. And so when I replaced that one thing, everything worked. So
Nice.
So check that one out.
Yeah, definitely.
John Jackson Miller, you owe me.
He's got some good ones. I've been I'll wait till the audiobook series I went through and then finally got to this one. This one I'm more into the Ancient Aliens kind of stuff.
Cool.
So this one's really, really, really interesting. But if you're a Christian, you might be offended.
Well,
it's you might be a little bit offended, but it is a very unique look on whereas humans are the slave species of the gods. So we were invented by the gods, GODS, not big G, but little G's. We were invented by.
Just watching. It was either a sci-fi movie or something, and it was along those lines. Where, what was that? It was. I think it might have been a Netflix movie where they were coming. The aliens were coming back to take over. And it turns out that like the virus that was supposed to take over the planet was us.
Yes,
I have to remember. I mean,
it kind of where really this goes. This kind of goes with that a little bit. It's an interesting take. It's got some real world factual stuff into it in regards to DNA. It starts off really deep into DNA and how we have so much junk DNA, and sooner or later, they're mapping the genomes now and. They're doing all the at which point we're going to find the genome that makes us angry or lust for gold or
Right.
So they talk about that and how we still love gold and everything else, and we're supposed to be gold miners for these gods, and it's in this Anunnaki tablets, the tablets that they found. And the Anunnaki, and they compare that to the Bible and to Jesus Christ, and they compare it to all of the other different, like Noah and those kind of things all the way around.
Is it a documentary or is it?
No, it's just a book. It's an audiobook.
Oh, okay.
It's an audiobook, and slave species of the gods. It's deep, deep.
It sounds very like Alien Prometheus.
Yes.
If you remember like that. Yeah.
Well, one of the things that said in there, we're off the rails again, but I'm going to, that's fine. One of the things that said in there that I thought was very...
People are still commenting and watching, so we're good.
One of the things I found so interesting then there was they actually, which is also a scary thing too, comets, there's like millions of comets around us and flying by and everything else. The frozen things on comets can hold bacteria, and that bacteria can actually make it through to the earth. It doesn't burn up on the atmosphere kind of thing. So some of our, we could have been a bacteria, if you want to go that route. I mean, we could have been a bacteria mutation of whatever was here. But it's called panspermia is the name of the idea, and it kind of got seeded by these comets, not on purpose, but the comets have this stuff. So we fly through bacteria. There's bacteria. The Earth rolls through bacteria all the time. So makes you wonder, hey, maybe that's where COVID came from. Maybe
something
else.
I was going to make a COVID reference.
Yeah, so maybe something else. So it's an interesting thought, but they had the scientists it shows in the book, the scientists, and they gave the different references, actually proved that yes, the bacteria can make it through the atmosphere.
Wow. Wild.
Well,
So all of a sudden, everybody's wearing masks again.
right, yeah, right. Well, okay.
What's the matter? I've got a little Klingon bacteria on me.
That's not necessarily a bad thing.
There we go.
So, let's.
All right. So I know.
We're back on track. Back on track.
Says who? I don't even know what track we were supposed to be on to begin with.
Yeah.
So I suppose you want to talk about San Diego Comic-Con.
Yes. Tiny Bean, you staying with us, or are you?
I'm gonna have to. Jump
I thought
off,
you have
guys,
cats
but
to take
I'll
care of.
be watching in the wings.
I know you had cats to take care of. So,
Guys.
anyways,
Always a
thank you for
pleasure to
coming.
be here.
Thanks to you, and catch us later for the information on San Diego and why Mediocre Modeler didn't take me.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yep.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks for the
I'll see you
fleet.
later.
Cheers.
Bye.
All right, why didn't you take me?
Off a little bit. Okay. Because you weren't here.
Ah, well,
So
where was here?
Okay. Okay. And
Who did you
when-
kill to get tickets? That's what I want to know.
well, okay. So
How does
the
this
way
work?
The way this all
Everybody,
came
we're talking about San Diego Comic-Con. The only thing that I really want to go to, one of my bucket list items, me and Pete both, have never made it to San Diego Comic-Con. We've tried press passes, we've tried regular passes, and we have failed. Mediocre Modeler
Well-
has succeeded, and he did
Well-
not take us with him.
Here's a wild idea. You could just buy a regular ticket. So
Maybe.
So the way this all kind of shook out was my buddy Augie. We actually met through Wonderfest over a Battlestar Galactica model. He had done a Battlestar Galactica launch tube, and it was in the contest. And I was doing my review of it, and that was one of my favorite models. And then he's also a YouTuber, and I caught his video. And I said, hey, man, I didn't know you were at Wonderfest, blah, 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 blah. We should meet up next year. And kind of like you and Pete, we became fast friends because of the common similarities. So a couple of years go down the road, we meet every year and hang out while we're at Wonderfest. And this year, he was like, I've got this extra ticket for San Diego Comic-Con because he usually goes, he's been going for the past 15 years with his kids or so because he lives in San Diego. And he's like, okay, I've got this extra ticket. If you would like, you could come out to California, you can stay with us, and we can go together.
Whoa.
Right. I mean,
That's trust. That says a lot for the fandom.
Yes, it does.
When you meet somebody like that and
No,
we met online
especially-
once, and now I'm going to go stay at his house.
Right. Well, okay.
I don't
keep in
know.
mind, it's been about 5 years, so we have been chatting back and forth. We've been on each other's show and everything, but still, you don't know me past what's on the view screen. I could be a serial killer. I could be a psychopath. You don't know, and so there is a lot of trust that went in there. But once I figured out, okay, I'm going to go. And the other part of it was they were wanting to do a cosplay as well. The only other greater stage to do a cosplay, as far as I'm concerned, would be at Star Wars Celebration. And if you did any looking about Star Wars Celebration, the tickets sold out like almost immediately.
Yeah.
The process for the San Diego Comic-Con, I do believe, is roughly the same. You have like a date and a time when the tickets are going to be available, and it starts on like a Thursday and it goes to Sunday. So you basically have to pick the days you want to go. Obviously, Friday and Saturday are the days that are like the hottest ones to get to. Typically what he would do is I guess they have a train that runs down to San Diego, and his normal fare would be he and his buddies would get together, they'd ride the train, they'd get off, they'd walk down, have coffee, and then enter the con. But this year, since I was cosplaying, that was the first decision. How do I get my cosplay stuff from Kansas out to California? So I decided to drive. I didn't want to run the risk
Wow.
of putting. Yeah, I mean, it was so that.
How many
that
hours?
case- I had to split it up into
We'll get
two.
to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's freaking cool. But go ahead.
Yeah. So, because I didn't want to run the risk of my cosplay stuff getting damaged because I had armor. Augie has soft goods. He does more Star Trek. He has the Battlestar Galactica, so he just has his like in the closet. But you know me, I've got weapons. I've got armor. I got to take a case. So that's when I decided to drive.
Did you drive a truck?
No, I drove a small SUV.
Okay.
I broke it up into 2 days. So I drove from Kansas to Albuquerque, which is 12. So, okay.
Albuquerque.
Okay. Yes.
Here now.
Okay. So consider the state of Kansas is a rectangle with a corner cut out of it, right? I live in that where that corner is cut out. And the way I was going was diagonally all the way across the state. From that corner to that corner is 7 hours.
I have been through Kansas, and it is miles and miles of nothing but miles and miles.
Yes,
It's like,
absolutely.
wow, there's just absolutely nothing here.
Yeah,
It's so
there's so
flat.
much nothing out there that you can see the nothing over there.
Oh my gosh.
So, but like I said, I was working my way through, and so from that final corner to Albuquerque was 5 hours, and just watching. So you go through a little bit of Oklahoma, you go through the corner of Texas, and then you get into New Mexico. No, yeah, New Mexico, and then you go through Arizona. So
Desperately want an animated map right now, but go ahead.
Right. Well, okay. So, and the thing about it is you really don't think about how big this country is until you start traveling west. And while I was driving, all I ever think about, especially when, I mean, the temperature that week was getting up like 100, 105.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm lucky. I'm driving in this SUV. It's air conditioned. It's comfortable. I know where to stop for water and gas. And I think about, what about the people who came out here and covered wagons?
Oh, wow, yeah.
They had no idea where they were. They were just going, we're going that way because there's gold that way, you know.
Go west, young man, go west.
So that's where you really kind of realize how big the country is. But then again, as you're driving, you're looking at the map and you're like, well, I'm not that far from Roswell, New Mexico. I'm not that far from White Sands Missile Range. You're driving really close to some of these. What is that? Meteor Crater. I saw an exit from Meteor Crater. So there is something to be said for driving across this country. It's a beautiful country. It's just really big. So the following day, I drove from Albuquerque to San Diego. It was another 12-hour day, a long 12-hour day. Yeah. So I finally got there. It was probably about 9 o'clock at night. It was definitely after dark. So that was a long trek. That was a long trek. Now the upside for us was after we acquired the tickets. The other side was, since we were going to cosplay, I don't know how many years they've been doing it, but you could get a parking pass. There's a parking garage where you can get a pass. And if you're going to cosplay that far from home, you need, I would say, a couple of things for cosplay. One, if cosplay is great, the whole time you're going to do it, you're going to feel like they're going to laugh at me. I literally driving the whole time thinking they're going to laugh at me. Yeah. So the thing that helps you through this is if you can find a buddy to do it with, it's fantastic because it takes a lot of the pressure off. It gives you someone to chat with as you're moving through the con. And so that was the other beautiful part of going with someone who has had the experience of the San Diego Comic-Con. So the con itself, it started on Thursday. We didn't do Thursday. We went down there Friday morning. And so the best way I can describe it, think of the con itself as like a bullseye. And at the center of that bullseye is Hall H. That's where all the big stuff happens, all the big announcements, everything happens in Hall H, right? And then that next ring out is going to be your show floor. That's where all the sales are done and everything. And then the next ring out would be like the areas outside the con, because outside the convention area in like the downtown city area, there's a lot of events that are happening out there as well. And so so that picture there is outside the ticketed area. So you can go down there and people are cosplaying, and there were all kinds of things going on, like photo ops where they have a booth set up like Futurama or different things so you can go to San Diego Comic-Con and experience some things without actually going inside. Okay. So as far as being in the con, it was like a block and a half to get in there. The con opened up about 9 o'clock, and there are people milling about everywhere. It didn't feel that enclosed to begin with, but when you get your lanyard, I don't have the my deal, but it's got a QR chip in it. So as they let you into the con, you have to scan your chip to get into the building. So that's a way of them to control the ins and outs. And you have to scan in and scan out every time you leave that building. And if you miss one, security will come and get you, and they have to go through this whole rigmarole to make sure that you're actually supposed to be there. That it's very tightly controlled. Since I was cosplaying with weapons, the first thing I had to do is go in, and I had to go to the weapons check, and they had to make sure that the weapons are non-functional. If I had to zip tie them down or whatever. And once we got in there, remember the beginning of the Beverly Hillbillies where where they're driving in town and traffic's going by them and they're just like, golly. Well, I hate to admit it, but that was me. I almost had to turn my Midwestness off because I'm just like, hi, how are you doing? And that was getting me caught up with some of the vendors, because someone was like, hey, that's a nice compliment. Well, thank you very much. Hey, can I interest you in buying my comic? No. But the con is more than just, it's more than just what's displayed. They were having an art show. So there's a hotel like next door that they were doing an art show. We had to walk over there because Augie had done these really nice Halloween pumpkins that he had carved the front out, and he put a model inside. So he had one that was over the garden hedge, and then one that was Totoro, and he had one that was Michael Myers. So you have all this art stuff at one part of the San Diego Comic-Con where people can come and view and buy. It's in the adjacent hotel. Then once you're inside the concourse of the hotel, then you have the main show floor, and this thing was massive. I'm used to going to Wonderfest, and we get maybe 3,000 attendees. I looked at the attendee for San Diego Comic-Con was 135,000 people.
Cow. Wow.
I mean, and you really start to feel it when you're trying to walk through these aisles, and you're like side to side, and you're having to go. And then on top of that, you're in a cosplay. As we were walking over to the cosplay, if you pull that picture up with the four of us again, if you could, in the Galactica gear, if you notice, everyone is wearing boots but me. Okay. All right. It's not that I did not have boots. I did have boots. I brought boots with me. These are my boots, right? As soon as I stepped out of the car, this happened.
Oh, no.
I'm like, really? So the nice thing is, most of the bigger cons that has cosplay will have a cosplay repair area, and I did not want to even bother with that. I had my other shoes in there, and I just switched shoes, and we went on in and started our day.
So you can 3D print a new shoe. You're good.
Yeah, you're right. Shoe goo works good. So once you get in there, we went to the table, and one of the things you get is they give you a nice
mega bag.
Yeah, mega bag, which is also a backpack.
Ah.
I had no idea such a thing existed. I just and it's really big, and it's nice. It's very nice for you to be able to actually feel like you can purchase things, have a nice place to put it, and still move around. Not so good if you're cosplaying, because you're not going to be able to do that. But the show floor was just so full and so packed. But it was great because you saw every walk of life. You saw some interesting choices. There was a guy, all he had on was shoes and shorts, and he was painted green head to toe.
Was he Shrek?
He was Hulk.
Oh, okay.
That was a you're right. Very, very bold choice. Now, unfortunately, the downside is the majority of the stuff on that show floor, I had no idea what it was. There were stuff there were a lot of the animes. There were things that you could see that you would definitely recognize, like One Piece. A lot of the look One Piece, the straw hats with the red. There was a lot of Totoro. There was a lot of, and there's just everything else. You just name it. But the main thing that really got me was you really felt comfortable because you're in this group of people that are all here for the same reason. I saw kids with cardboard cosplays. I saw a lot of people that had cosplays that you could tell that they had gone to just Halloween Spirit. They were just happy to be there.
Exactly.
So it's such a great feeling to be kind of in that environment. But it's just so big. One of the first things that I wanted to do when I got there, we had to work our way around to it because we're men. We were doing the grid pattern back and forth. That was right.
Do it like they mow the lawn. Come on.
Yeah, well, yeah. So we finally made our way over to the factory entertainment.
Yay! Booth. Did you get a card?
And did I what now?
They had cards for like the Battlestar Galactica thing. Must
have
been out.
They probably, because we didn't get there it was probably before noon, and there were just people everywhere. And to their credit, their sales guy saw Augie and I dressed as classic Galactica. He goes, "Hey, I've got something for you," and he dragged us right over to that stuff. And so I was going to try and say hi. I actually saw Barry.
Ah, cool.
I was within 5 feet of him, but he was working. He had a customer and he was talking and blah, 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 blah. And I think somebody was filming him at the time. So I'm just like, I'm not going to bother him. I'm coming back.
We're going to have him come on soon.
Yeah. So we're coming back tomorrow. I'll catch him tomorrow. So while we're walking around, Augie was walking, and he has a shoe failure himself. The sole came off of his shoe.
Wow!
And we're like,
they just don't make Battlestar shoes like they used to.
Well, it was just so. At the end of the day, we walked 6.94 miles.
Whew.
That first day, and I was having. I had both double blasters, and they kept wanting to ride down my hip, so I'm having to walk around and hold it like this. It was something else. So we made it through half the day. We made it to like noon. We ate lunch, and then we went back to the car and changed clothes, and we went into our regular clothes, and we spent the rest of the day going through the rest of the con. There was just so much there. Literally, think of a football field just full of just vendor after vendor after vendor. One of the vendors that we had stopped at was this company, Blockies. They build models, but this is kind of a more of a juvenile type of model.
Legos?
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not Legos. It's an actual like
Snap
model
paint.
kit that you. It's more along the line of the Bandai action figures, but just for a little bit lesser group. So, but I and I both picked up one of those, and I was just, for me, I'm looking for something that I can take home with me that I just wouldn't have home in Kansas. But there was just so much there. There was Lego, there was Godzilla, there was just you name it. There were some really nice, elaborate cosplays. The wife had texted me and said, Johnny Depp is supposed to be there. And I'm like, okay, I'll keep an eye out for him. Right? And I didn't see him. But on Saturday when we went back, we're walking around, and you see several Spider-Mans, you see Deadpools, you see all these different people, and I remember walking behind, and it was definitely Deadpool, and it was gray, and I'm thinking, I'm not a comic guy, so I'm just like, okay, gray Deadpool, that's something, okay, sure, why not? Didn't even think about it. It was until I got home, I saw a video that was actually who does Deadpool? Ryan Reynolds?
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling.
Is it Gosling? No. Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, right. Ryan Reynolds.
Too many Ryans.
Yeah, I know. Well, if you look it up, they show a video of him going around the con, and it was him. We were 20 feet behind him.
Ah.
Yeah, but he never took his mask off, so we never knew that it was him. So those are kind of the fun things about the San Diego Comic Con. There wasn't any. You have to look at the schedule like any con, like Dragon Con, and find your tracks. What you're interested, what time that thing is going to be.
Yeah. Did they have a lot of They have a lot of breakout sessions and
yes. So one of the sessions we went to one, it's called Voices, and what they do is they get these voice actors and they get them up on stage, and then they give them a premise that I'm like, and so the premise they did this day was Snow White. They did Snow White, and so the narrator was the guy that does a lot of the Looney Tunes voices. So he was going through all the Looney Tunes voices. Yeah. He like Mel Blanc's replacement. Yeah. So and then one of the ladies was like Snow White, and she was doing it like, oh, I really want a hot dog. That it was hilarious. But the thing that was kind of freaking me out was I'm so used to seeing that San Diego Comic Con backing on everything, and to just being there and actually seeing it and taking a picture in front of it.
That's cool.
It was fantastic. It was fantastic. One of the things for Saturday, what I wanted to make, so on at 11 o'clock on Friday, they had a Star Trek meetup. And so all the people that were or was it Marvel? They had several. They had a Star Trek one, they had a Marvel one, and they just set a time, and then everyone just showed up, and they took it outside on those stairs. So the Star Wars one was set for Saturday at 11. So we made our way over there, and that was one of those things where they just started with the blank stairs, and they go, okay, all the Empire people, they started with those people, and then they're just like, okay, then if you're an Imperial officer, they get those guys up there, and then they just broke everybody, because I had never experienced that before, but they did a really good job of just bringing all the groups out and getting them. Are you looking for me?
Yeah.
So if you there's okay. You see the droid in the front with the Emperor's head in it.
Yep.
If you go up 2 rows and then look to, like, that would be my right, your left, whatever. I'm like right kind of in the middle. I wish I can't point.
I see the Jawa.
There, well, which one?
All right, so Emperor's head.
Right, go straight
Lady.
up, go up 1, 2 rows.
Lady. Guy with a
There's
leather
a-
jacket on. Guy with a green hat.
I don't see the guy with the green hat. See, I'm
It's like 1, 2, 3, 4.
You see everybody in the middle. You see where all the
Oh, I see you now. I see you
There
now.
you go. There you go.
You're in front. You're behind the person with the white mask.
Yes, yes. And so there's a young kid right over my shoulder. He had to be maybe 11, 12 years old. He was really short. And so I was always trying to keep myself lean to one side so we could see him.
Yeah.
They do
Got
a really
trooper
good
with
job. A
bowler
top
on?
hat.
Yeah, bowler.
Yeah. He was wearing like a bowler and a white suit. I'm like, okay, I don't know what that's about. They have so many, and that's what I'm saying. The beautiful part about this is you've got so many different variants, and you can go and you can do whatever you want, and everyone's going to accept you. It's fantastic. The one thing is I'm dressed as the Galactica. You know, we're walking a colonial warrior, and the guy goes, "Boomer! Boomer!" And I turned around. I'm like, "Millennial?" Oh, wait, no, wait.
Wait.
Sorry.
Sorry. Oh,
So
Lord.
I mean, it was fantastic. Not soon after that, we walked the rest of the floor. So on the show floor, one end there's also an artist row. On the show floor, and you so if you are an artist, you can do your own stuff, and you can get a table, and you can be in there. So now, everybody that goes to San Diego Comic-Con, you see the big announcements, and you want to be in Hall H. That is the center of the bullseye. Here is the problem if you are traveling. So in that group of the 4 of us guys, one of the guys wanted to go to Hall H to see the Star Trek announcements for next year. You have to get in line to do that.
Oh, yeah.
He got
Con.
in line.
Yep.
At
2 hours,
2
3 hours.
o'clock.
Yep.
He got in line at 2 o'clock on Friday. He didn't get his wristband until 9 o'clock that night.
Jesus.
Yeah. And then had to be back there in the morning. So he got his wristband. He had to be back there at 7:30 in the morning to recheck in to get back in line to get into Hall H.
Wow.
So
I thought Dragon Con was bad. We called Dragon Con Line Con, but damn.
no, this is lines on steroids. And you had lines for everything. They had little experiences. They had a Lego chair that was a replica of Captain Kirk's bridge chair that you could sit in and take a picture. There was a line for that.
How long was that line, I wonder?
It was probably about 50 feet. I mean, there was
Crazy.
It was early in the morning. There were people sitting on the floor, and these are the early people. So over the course of the day, the line got longer. If you waited to the end of the day, well, it's hard to say at the end of the day. I'm used to Wonderfest. Wonderfest goes from 10 o'clock to 5 o'clock, and then you're off doing your own thing. They had events at San Diego Comic-Con up till like 10, 11 o'clock at night.
You got to go to Dragon Con. It never stops. 2 a.m.
I think that I feel like the difference between, and I've never been to Dragon Con, but I feel like it's more hotel centric, whereas the San Diego Comic Con is in a building in and of itself. It's not like a part of a building, so you have less opportunity for hangouts, inside the hotel.
Gotcha.
Or you know what I'm saying? It's just there's just so much going. I feel overwhelmed. Even now, I still feel like God. There was just so much. And you couldn't possibly see anything. So, if you ever want to do San Diego Comic Con, and if your plan is to get into Hall H, you're going to miss so many other things just trying to be in there for that one thing.
And you're going to see that one thing on, in my opinion, you see that one thing on TV or whatever else later
or
on.
The internet, or
What are you getting out of being there compared to all the other things that you can do? I mean, Dragon Con is pretty much all I can measure it against, because it's like, okay, so I want to go see the panel for Firefly and have all the people in Firefly. Well, you're going to line up 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours in advance, and you're going to sit in line for 2 to 3 hours. The time you're sitting in line, you're like, oh, I wanted to go to this panel, and I wanted to go see this person, and I wanted to go do this, and I wanted to go, and then, it's, the place where you buy everything is like 4 floors of this huge thing. So you're missing out on all of that. So you really have to plan it. I mean, Dragon Con has an app. I'm sure San Diego Comic Con has an app too.
Yes, it does.
So you go through an app and go, okay, well, I want to go to this, and this. And the app will tell you, like, you're kidding me.
Right. I mean, when I first got the app, I didn't know what to. It was so big it couldn't even open up on my phone. I had to wait till I got home to open it on the computer so I could kind of see the whole thing.
Wow. Did you go to any like breakout sessions or any were you able to get to any of those? And
no, like I said, we did the one for voices, which, like I said, that was in an upstairs area adjacent to where. So the main floor is like here, and then you can go up these escalators, and there's a window where you can look down onto the show floor, and from that area you can go to where it's just like a large open area that's covered, where all the food is, where everybody can go, and there are tables for people to eat, and there's in that upper area there's some people where you can get signatures up there as well.
Wow.
But it was one of the few landing spots you could go to that was kind of open. Saturday was like crowded, and then Friday was crowded. But when we got there on Saturday was overly crowded. You were just walking just shoulder to shoulder, and you just got to the point where you just didn't even bother saying excuse me, because you'd be excuse me.
Yeah.
I can't imagine going through there if you're on crutches or or if you have any kind of disability. But there were people that did have disabilities, wheelchairs and stuff like that, and they were making a lot of accommodations for people to get and move around. So it's definitely one of those things where you should experience. You should experience it at least once.
One time. That's the way I say with Dragon Con, though. But Dragon Con, I went from 2016 to 18, 2019. I went like 9 years in a row, because it's Dragon Con. It's spread out. It's not crowded in one hotel, or one spot. So it's still tight, and there's still a crap load of people. But San Diego Comic Con is something I wanted to go to along with a couple others. But all right, so next question is food.
Okay. So
if I'm planning to go to San Diego Comic Con, can I bring food in? And
yes,
if not,
actually you can. They are. Augie actually as he since he dresses in a Star Trek, he carries a black bag. He had a big water bottle that he carried, and like I said, me not knowing, I'm just like, water, really?
Who needs
water?
that?
Just go, yeah. And so you definitely need. You can carry your own water. The group we met up with on Friday. The guy has an interesting kind of business because what he does is he buys a group of passes, and he takes the passes for all 4 days, and then he like sublets them out to people. So if you just wanted to go on Friday, you would rent the pass from him for that day. You would meet up with him. He would get you the pass. You go and do your thing, and at the end of the day, you turn the pass into him so he can rent it to someone else the following day.
Holy cow.
It's genius. I was just like, I never would have thought to do that. But the thing about a part of his rental, he provides you with lunch. So he had bought a bunch of sodas and cookies and barbecue sandwiches from a local barbecue joint, and he had it just in a big cooler, and we just kind of muscled our way into a table, and he just, as the people kind of showed up, they're like, hey, hi, Bob, hey, here's your sandwich.
Oh, wow.
So that was Friday. For Saturday, Augie said, hey, I'm just going to make us some turkey sandwiches, and we'll just do that and grab us a soda or whatever at the con. And I'm like, okay, that works for me. Well, of course, we got so busy, we drove off and left them on the counter.
Oh, no.
So we ended up buying a $14 turkey sandwich at the con.
I love it. Somebody, Mike Burns said the rental pass dude sounds fringy.
Hey, you know what? And the thing about it was, he actually had the weekend before, you could log into he did a webinar, and he went through everything that the con had to offer. He went through every single day, all the different things that you would get, like the bags, all the different pins. He went through there are a lot of San Diego exclusives, there that you can go around and pick. So he went through every single one of those exclusives. That's where I learned a little bit before I left town about what the processes would be about going in and out, making sure and they were very militant about it. As you're walking in, you got to scan in and you got to scan out as you're entering and exiting that building. So, and I'm sure that comes from years and years of people sneaking in.
Oh, I'm sure.
Or, not being where they're supposed to be, or just keeping a head count, making sure if you've got all these open badges, well, are they still in the building? We need to find where these people are. So, it was actually decent. The food was decent. It was just expensive. But they had a large variety. Like at Wonderfest, usually you have, ham sandwich, a hot dog, some chips, just little stuff. San Diego Comic-Con, they had cookies and brownies and chips and pretzels and nachos, and pretty
filet mignon and
again, compared to what I'm used to, I was like, well, this is great.
It's like, that's not that
and the weather was nice too. I mean, it was nice to be out there on the coast, and you could go outside and get some fresh air. Mm-hmm. It wasn't too hot, too cold inside the con, and there are just so many people. You have to take that break where you could go and just take a $5. Take a $5 and just kind of sit down and just take it in. But there's just constantly something going on. People moving by. There's some amazing cosplays. There's a guy, as we were leaving on Friday, we're walking down the road, and this guy is just tall. It's like he's like 6'7", 6'8". And so I expected him to be on stilts. And I look down in his boots, and I lean over to Augie, and I say, he's not wearing lifts. Well, his handler was his dad, and his dad's, he's 6. What did he say? He's 6'10".
Jeez.
Yeah, and big guy, and I mean, as far as being the Master Chief,
Oh,
he was every bit of it. It was amazing, and talking to his dad, the fact that. I guess Dad usually cosplays too, but he's just like, yeah, I wasn't feeling it today. But the fact that Dad and son go to this con, cosplaying together, and he was just there because he had the helmet on, and your vision is limited when you're full cosplay. So you almost need to have a handler to go. Oh, there's a stair there. Don't go that way.
As a Cylon, I don't call it a handler. I call it a slave human. My captured human will guide me places because I can't see.
Yeah, but isn't your slave human usually like your daughter?
Yes. So. Unfortunately, then she can also push me down the stairs if I'm not careful. So.
Right, just like so. I am getting that big wedding, right, Nat?
and then she's also the great thing is she also controls on my suit. She controls by Bluetooth. She controls what the suit says.
Okay.
I'm just in the suit, and I've got speakers on it, and so the audio piece on my suit doesn't sound quite like a real Cylon. So I like the recorded pieces, and there's a bunch of recorded pieces, and she just like somebody will come up, hey, she'll be over there with her phone going, by your command, stupid humans, and stuff like that. So I'm like, you're going to get me beat up.
Right.
But that's what she does. So, you spent, what was it, Friday and Saturday there? Did you do Sunday?
No, Friday and Saturday. I headed back on Sunday. So, as far as ticket prices, it was $85 a day.
That's not bad.
See that? Okay. Wonderfest.
That's not bad.
Wonderfest is $55 for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
So for me, that was just, and what made it worth its while was the fact that I didn't have to go to a hotel. I was, staying with Augie and his wife. Beautiful family. Oh my God. I could not have asked for a better
That's cool.
Experience in doing this. So it was to the point where, I got up early because he was actually going back on Friday. He went 4 days. So on Sunday, he went back with his wife and his daughter, and they went through the thing. And so those pumpkins that I was telling you about, he was selling those, and he sold pretty much all his pumpkins except for the Michael Myers, which were just like, it's almost Halloween. Why did that one not sell?
Yeah,
that's just kind of weird. But so they were going back later in the day. I left at 6 o'clock in the morning. I just reversed my process. I went from San Diego to Albuquerque, and then from Albuquerque back home. And it was one of those things where when I was heading out and I was getting ready to leave Kansas, I actually stopped and I looked. I have never been any further west than this point from here. This is where the adventure begins, right? And as I pulled back in my driveway, after 2 days of driving, I pulled in my driveway, hit the garage door, and my very last thought was, that was a great adventure.
Oh, yes.
And it was.
I don't know, but I always experience, like with Dragon Con or the big cons that I've gone to, we feel this con letdown, the con depression, as we call it. It's it's over. You're like, wow, that was fantastic. I didn't want it to stop. I want to go do it again. I want to go to another panel. I want to go stand in line for another 4.5 hours so I can see somebody. But we call it
Baz. Baz is here.
Hey, Baz. Yeah, he's got the Viper. He's going to Comic-Con next weekend in Australia. That's spreading the news.
There's
buddy.
a road trip. Yeah.
I don't think my Dodge Ram will drive across the ocean, but I'll give it a shot.
Well, that's because you don't believe hard enough, man.
That's it. A little outboard motor on the back. We can make this happen.
Some pontoons, dude. Yep. We can get it there. I don't know. I feel like maybe now that you say that, like whenever I complete a model, there's that you go through that little bit of a
depression,
that little bit of depression, and I have been trying to ramp myself up to work on the next video, just do a video for this that I picked up while I was there. And I've been having trouble getting my thoughts together, and maybe that's what that is. That adventure was so huge.
Yes.
That
overwhelming. Yes.
Yeah. You got to just take a week to just like not do anything.
All you can do is think about what you just did for a week. That's like, I just went to San Diego Comic-Con. I just saw these people. I just saw this cool thing. I saw all this other stuff. I met all these people, and I found all these other cosplayers. Did anybody recognize Battlestar Galactica stuff other than Factory Entertainment?
Actually, we did. There were a couple of people that were just like, "Hey, classic Battlestar Galactica." So usually what happens is I'll get like a burst of inspiration before I leave. And one of the last things I did was I had made a couple of years ago, the breathing mask that they were using
Fire in Space.
Fire in Space or whatever.
Or was it the one in
Greetings from Earth?
Death Planet. Greetings from Earth.
Yeah.
I know they had another one on. Was it Death Point Plateau?
I almost said Hoth.
Yeah. Wow. There's crossing the streams.
Right. Gun on Ice Planet Zero.
Ice Planet Zero. Yep.
Yeah. So no, it was the Fire in Space one.
Okay.
And so, with that one, you never really see them wearing it around their mask and around their face, and that's because what I did, I found the mask that they used, and then I've got the plastic tubes that going down the side. And what I used for the little containers were baby bottles. They're just the little baby bottles, just painted silver. But what they used was, I couldn't identify what it was actually from, but it was a thick piece of clear plastic because clear plastic looks sci-fi. So
it catches the light just so perfectly.
Yeah. So it was a piece of plastic, and it went back about like maybe that far, and then you could see Velcro. So suppose it should have done that, but when they weren't holding it, that plastic just stuck straight out. So I put on my thinking cap. I'm like, okay, I'm on the team. I'm coming up with this mask. How do you fix this? What do you do? And so instead of having that piece of plastic, I just had that clear vinyl tube like you would use for a fish tank.
Mm-hmm.
And I put that on either side. I threaded it onto a screw on either side of the mask and just looped it around my neck. And so people actually they said, "Fire in Space,"
Oh, that's cool.
The downside was everybody that recognized us was old. Older. To the point we're walking, and this lady, she was in line for Saturday night at San Diego Comic-Con, is where they have the big costume contest, right? And she was in line for that for some reason. She wasn't dressed up, but she was in that line. And she's just like, Battlestar Galactica. And so she chases us down, and she's like, "Can you take a picture with?" And so we took our picture with us, and she gave us, okay, I don't know if they have this at Dragon Con, but like you've got your badge, right? And then the little flag. Yeah, the little ribbon.
Yep.
I'm just like, she handed it to me, and I'm just like,
what am I supposed to do with
this?
this?
What is this? Yeah, what am I supposed to do with this? Augie goes, "Oh, you put it on the bottom of your badge." I'm like, "Oh." So I was just like, this is new, like, oh, and I put it on there. And then I read it. And it said, I think it said, over 30 cosplayer. It was like, oh.
Yeah, I'll take that as long as it didn't say over 50. I'm good.
You know what? It might have said over 50. I can't remember. It was. It might have been over 40, but it was just like, wait a minute. Is she saying I'm,
Damn it.
So I'm like, whatever. I mean, but I will say, of the cosplays that we did, so we both did Galactica on Friday, and as far as I can remember, we were the only Galactica of that 130,000 people there. We were the only classic Galactica.
That's sad.
Yeah, it is and it isn't. I mean, I get it. It's this generation is just. It's like us watching, I don't know, 19 like book Flash Gordon, like the old Flash Gordon serials.
Yeah, black and white ones.
Yeah, I mean, that's to them that's what it is to them, you know. But for Saturday, Augie he does a fantastic Chakotay. So he's got a sticker. Was it this side? He's got a sticker that he applies to his head, and he does a great Chakotay, and he does a great Edward James almost.
Oh, cool.
So, but he was dressed as Chakotay, and I was Moff Gideon. And so we kept getting the joke. So are you guys like teaming up?
Oh, Lord.
In this track, I'm just like, and I would just say, we're in negotiations.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe by the end of the con, we'll talk about that. But I could tell you now, but I have to kill you.
So the other thing that I did when I got a couple of like, Darth Vader, Moff Gideon.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean, I got that a couple of
that
times.
happens. I mean, that's my go-to when it comes down to somebody walks up and you're like, oh, look, it's an anime character, so it must be Sailor Moon.
Right.
Yeah, everything's Sailor Moon, so.
There was just so many things going on. There was a bunch of people, and they had these red hats, these red cones on their one, and then they had these big dice, and they would get together and they would roll the dice, and then and just like we're just like, what's happening? And I think they might have been from one of the gaming companies.
Okay.
Possibly.
Sounded more like Devo to me, but
Yeah, well, like I said, there's just so much going on, all at the same time. So it was hard. It was hard to keep track.
I'm sure it was noisy too.
It was. It was. But when you're in that hum, you just don't really pay attention, because even at that, once Augie and I had gone back to the car, we changed clothes when we were in our regular clothes, and then we're in serious shopping mode now.
Yes.
And I forgot a part. But we're in serious shopping mode now, but we can kind of walk shoulder to shoulder and talk, and I spent 3 days just talking about nothing but sci-fi.
Oh.
And that
great,
doesn't
isn't it?
happen. Yeah, it is. It just doesn't happen.
Can't do that at work. People look at you funny.
Exactly.
So, Calvin, can you come in here for a second? We need to talk.
They're
people
tired
in the
of
office
hearing about you.
people in the office have been telling me a little bit about a little bit of a problem we've been having. Can you not start talking about Star Wars every time somebody mentions anything?
You know what? All my people know. They know. They know. I mean, you walk into my office, there's a model kit of the Defiant on my desk. And there's a Mandalorian picture on my... So if I'm on a conference call, the Mandalorian is right behind me.
Awesome.
just so you know. So, it's Saturday. I'm just like, I got to make it back over to Factory Entertainment. I want to at least just say hi to Barry, right? So we make it back over to Factory Entertainment. I see him. I'm going to say hi. But he's talking to somebody, right? I come around the corner, and he's talking to Fawn Davis. Fawn Davis is one of the special effects artists that used to work at ILM with Adam Savage. You know? And I'm going... Well, I'm not going to win this one. There's nothing that I can say that's going to take Barry away from talking to Fawn Davis. And then they're just like, and then they went off somewhere. And I'm just like, well. It would have been nice to say hi, but it just wasn't to be.
We'll get to talk to him.
And I got a great story. Out of it. So.
Yeah, we'll get to talk to him here in the next couple of next week or week after that. I can't remember. He's coming on. Did you get to eye the extremely large Cylon Raider? Were you close to it?
The Factory Entertainment one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Were you
Man,
stunned by its awesomeness?
They
How
do.
big
well,
was that
okay.
thing?
It was pretty big, but they had so much going on there. I was actually more in awe of the Baltar figure.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then so so the Galactica stuff was like here, and then the row above it. I think I took a picture of it. They had Miami Vice figures. They had
Yes.
the Airwolf prototype.
The big Airwolf helicopter. Yeah.
So what did they have? Is it the Fall Guy? Or was it Magnum PI?
Magnum PI.
I'm like, I didn't even know they were doing that.
Yep. They've got all of the stuff we love. I can't wait to
And
get
then they did they have a Star Trek bridge?
I've heard that they did. I haven't seen this mythical thing yet, but I've heard about it. I know they did a Star Trek they have a Star Trek poster that has all the breakout pieces of it.
Okay. Because like I said, there was just so much going on. So there were two. So they had one, and there's a company called Nacelle. They had one, and I think Nacelle is more kind of like Legos, maybe. But it's like the whole. Yes, it was Factory Entertainment because Barry was on with Adam Savage, and they were talking about. It's sectioned, so it's sectioned off, and it's going to be sold in sections. And this thing lights up. You can take pieces off of it, and when you take the pieces off of it, they power down, and then you can move things around because they want it to where you look at it as if it were you were the camera view. Mm-hmm. They want you to get that experience of the camera view. The doors open on the turbo lift.
Oh wow!
It's too much. It's too.
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna say that when they come out with the price too. They're like, oh, it's too much.
If I remember, I thought I heard someone say I may be getting
Got to be in the
two
thousands.
mixed. It's each section. I think they said was gonna be like $65 or whatever. But there are a lot of sections.
Yeah, I'm sure.
There are a lot of sections, we'd have to look that up for sure. But
yeah, I know the helmets are expensive, but
yes.
I saw one at Shore Leave. I think Dave Turnbull had one, and they're beautiful. They are heavy, but beautiful.
That's the one thing. I had my helmet with me. I did not bring it. Thank God.
Oh,
because it was just so awkward trying to move around there. I opted at the last minute to just we're just gonna leave
so I shouldn't probably bring my Cylon costume if I'm gonna go. Maybe Count Ibley, but not Count.
You know what? You could do either one of those, and because I thought I saw there was a Cylon there.
What? Wow!
I thought I saw a picture with a Cylon. But I never saw him.
When you've got 100,000 people, you're
right
to run into
somebody.
Yeah.
Exactly. But again, if I'm going to do a cosplay, I want it to be obscure enough to where I don't want to do. Because if you do a stormtrooper, so what? There are hundreds of stormtroopers, and just do something that kind of makes you stand out. That gold Cylon would stand out. And people would, the people who know would be like, I got to get a picture with that. That's fantastic. And your Ibley, Ibley's pretty good.
Nobody would know what that is.
Well,
that's the thing. Is you really got to be a 1978 Battlestar Galactica fan to know what that is.
Well, let's just say you'd be getting an over 30 cosplay sticker.
Oh, I'm sure.
To put on
the over 90 cosplay sticker.
But it was worth.
Would you go again?
That's hard to say because
there's a big pause there.
Well, okay. Because of the savings that I incurred by staying with Augie, the price to go would really be high. I mean, for 2 days, and then gas was $5.99 a gallon.
Jeez.
I was just like,
wow.
Say what now? So that's kind of, I mean, if you're taking all your food. If I did it again, I might not cosplay. Like if you and Pete were going to go out there, that might be one where I would consider coming out and meeting you there, and maybe I could be your handler. You know, but you know, anything that you do, you'll probably be able to see or whatever. But you'd be going as IFB trying to get an interview. Augie tried to get the interview with one of the guys that did the blockies, and the guy just wasn't. One of the guys that we talked, he didn't feel comfortable talking on camera.
Huh. Interesting.
There are a lot of people. There are a lot of people doing interviews, or you know, they would stop someone and say, "Hey, who are you cosplaying today?" or whatever. So that's what I was doing. I was looking at other people's videos to see if I could see B in the background. Because no one stopped me to say, "Hey, can I interview?"
Yeah.
But
that, so you'd go again, but it would not be your first choice, it sounds like.
I would feel like if I did it again and I didn't have as good a time, I feel like I would have tainted this great experience that I had.
Gotcha.
You know,
what about lines for autographs and those kind of things, meeting celebrities and things like that? Was it crazy?
Yeah, those lines were those lines were very long. People stood in those lines for hours. Although I did Paul Dini, he was one of the directors of Batman the Animated Series. He's one of the guys that was integral in that. Walked by his table, he was just sitting there eating a sandwich.
Yeah.
You know, so, but again, Batman the Animated Series is an older...
Yeah, the young kids don't know what that is. So.
Yeah. So, and I have never really been a whole big signature type person, so it's kind of hard for me to...
Me too. Yeah, it's like...
You know, it's just like...
nice
If I can see him across... I was in the same room as that guy. Yeah. I'm good.
I had a conversation with so-and-so, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when we talk with Jack, it's like, wow, I'm actually talking to Jack Softer.
I know, right?
OJ or something, you know. And that means more to me than getting a signature, is to be like, wow, he talked to me. I'm never gonna wash my ears again.
Well, I guess my fear is that, you know, you hear those horror stories about like, well, yeah, and you can see it from both sides. If I'm a Hugh Jackman or whatever, yeah, I want to maybe have a good picture with someone, but I don't want to be accused of, well, his hand was on my butt, or you know, like,
Lord,
so
yes.
you get both ends of it, but I don't want to have that tainted by the guy just being a complete jerk and just be like, yeah, I'll stand over there.
Yeah, don't get close to me. I've had I can't remember who was it. It was Lee Majors. When we saw him, he's like, he didn't want to shake hands. He didn't want anybody touching him. You know, you had to stand here. And you had a foot away from him, because I think it was, you know, it was reasonable at the time, because it was, you know, he was worried about catching something. He's he's advanced age.
Yeah, I could see
those
that.
kind of things. But he just seemed really kind of grumpy about it. So I was like, oh, okay, well, got a picture of him with him anyways. I have no clue where that picture went, but I did get a picture with him.
So Mike DeBrune asks, was it so crowded that stopping to talk to cosplayers would have been considered obstructive to the pedestrian flow?
Good question.
Depends on where you are. I would say definitely not in the show, on the sales floor. There was just way too much going on there. Now in the outer causeway, plenty of room for you to find a nice little spot to do that, and definitely outside. There was, you know, outside there's, before you get inside the causeway, there was plenty of room. So, and people were, when someone was filming whatever, I think everyone was pretty cognizant of, okay, well, they're doing a thing, so people would, you know, politely go around them or whatever, give them their space. So it was very cosplay friendly. Huh. The one thing I had a pucker moment. I was sitting, my feet were kind of bothering me because cosplay boots, believe it or not, are not as comfortable as one would think. And so I was thinking,
and evidently not as very durable either.
No. If you're gonna spend, and I've heard people say this before as far as cosplay. If you're gonna spend your money on anything, spend it on the footwear. 100% agree. As a matter of fact, what I would do in any cosplay, before you went anywhere, and I know this is gonna make you feel goofy as heck. Before you leave your house, before you take off, maybe a week before, put your entire cosplay thing on and just kind of walk around and just do regular stuff.
Walk around the neighborhood.
Floor. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't
shovel
just
some
mowing
snow.
the lawn.
Mow the lawn.
But do stuff that, sit down, stand up, take consideration, going to the bathroom. Can you do it by yourself? I mean, all these things that are going to make a difference, because when you're in the moment, the last thing you want is like, can you unzip me?
No. Oh, no.
I don't know you, dude.
Moved away from
okay.
me on the Group W bench, yeah.
But I had taken a moment. Augie was going to check on his arts. It was midday, and like I said, my boots were killing me, so I stopped to take a rest. So I'm sitting there waiting on him, and I'm scrolling on my phone. And like I said, he had a water bottle, but I did not. He brought me a cup of water, and I'm like, dude, you're the best. So we drink the water, and we're like, hey, can we go? Let's go over here and do this thing. And so I get up, I walk away, and we go and get a coffee or something. We find a hotel bar, we sit there. And I realize, I'm like, where's my phone?
Oh, no.
And I'm like, did I leave it at the bar? And I went and asked the bartender. I'm like, did somebody leave a phone here? I'm like, no. And we're just like, well, where's the last you have it? Well, when you brought me the water. So we're racing back to that spot, and it's not there. And my heart just sunk. I'm like, oh my God, I lost my phone. And I'm pinging it, hitting to find my phone. I'm hoping that, I'm like, okay, I need to find lost and found. And there's a security guard standing there. And I walk up, and I said, I'm sorry, I lost my phone. I need to find lost and found. He said, you lost your phone, did you? Can you describe said phone? And he pulls my phone out of his vest.
Oh, wow.
I was just like, he's like, I don't know if this is yours. Can you unlock it? And I said, yeah, show it to my face. And it unlocked the phone. So. But I tell you what, that 10 minutes of just not knowing where your phone was, because it was a stupid mistake. You lost focus.
It's a stupid mistake, and it's a $1,500 phone.
Yeah, a very expensive, stupid mistake. So, but at the end of the day, he had fun. I'm just glad. It's one of those things where these aren't new things. They know people are going to forget their phones, and so they've got avenues to take care of this. My only concern was there was some unscrupulous person said, "Hey, I got a free phone. I'm going to take it and wipe it, and it's better than mine, or sell it or whatever."
Yeah.
But yeah. I think that was probably the worst thing that happened, and it ended well.
Yeah.
So
that's cool. Yeah, I've the daughter lost a phone during Awesome Con, and that didn't go well. Because it was in the bathroom, and we had to chase down a person that we figured had it, and they didn't want to give it back up, and they gave it. Yeah, they finally admitted to it and gave it back. But it was like, wow, that was and that was a brand new phone too. So it was like, just had gotten it just before the con to make all the videos and stuff. So scary stuff.
Yeah, so it was. I think overall, I think that what I would say as far as cons in general are concerned, no matter for whatever hobby you have, I guarantee you there's a con for it. And I would say seek that con out and spend some time, at least one time, because you come back with a sense of invigoration, a sense of inspiration. And
there's other people out there that you're not crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God,
You know-
I'm not crazy. There are people out there like me. Very select
After-
few.
Well,
When you go to
showing
San
up at
Diego
a con-
Comic-Con, you're like, holy cow, there's hundreds of thousands of people like me.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, I'm always going to default to showing up at a convention like that without a shirt. I mean, there was a Zeus, there was a Hulk, I'm just like, that's a bold choice.
No.
And
Wait till
they weren't the structure for it.
Wait till you go Dragon Con after 10 o'clock. Clothing is half optional.
And I will be fully in my room. Lock.
There are.
You stay out there.
It is party central. So, well, it sounds like you had a good time. I mean, I really appreciate you coming on and talking about this because it's, it's something that I haven't got to go to. I've been to Dragon Con, which is huge, and I've been to a bunch of different cons. But, San Diego Comic-Con is on that bucket list. And I'm sure it's, and from what I see in a lot of the comments today, it's on a lot of people's bucket list to get to. And I understand it's going to be a commercial con. I understand it's going to be, it's not going to be as fan friendly as some of the other smaller cons are.
Right.
But, you go into it thinking, this is San Diego Comic-Con. This is, you're close to Hollywood. This is all these cool announcements are going to be made here. Although if you want to wait in the line to go see them, great.
Right.
But it seems. I was curious. I wonder how many more different panels there was. I mean, you got to go to a couple, right? But
we went. I ended up going to. So the one before it was the same host, and he had 3 artists up there, and he would just come up with a premise. He'd go, okay, this is what the funniest one he had 6 artists. This one of the games was they had a tablet or whatever, and they said, take a piece of paper and cover the top half of the tablet. So the guy sitting down, you need to draw the bottom half of a character, right? And so the people behind him were looking the other way. They could not see. So when they got done, they flipped the paper down, and then they said, you can't see what's on there. You need to draw the top half of a character. And then at the end of it, they revealed they did like several, and it was just hilarious.
Fun,
I don't know what that was called, but the whole hour was them they would come up with an idea or something, and they would just throw it out there, and these guys would just draw something right there on the spot.
That's crazy.
It was just so fun, I would definitely say it's something that you should at least experience once. If you live out there in California, it's a lot easier because you don't have that 2-day travel, 3-day, 4-day travel back home, or you can jump on a plane or whatever.
I'm on the East Coast. Maybe I should just take
take 2 weeks, right?
I think camper. That'd be fun.
The other thing was, so like for Wonderfest, like I said, it's a small con. They usually have a con T-shirt, and it's just like maybe one shirt, and it says Wonderfest on it. It has like a design.
Was there a San Diego Comic-Con shirt?
There was.
You got it?
I think there were. I did not, because it was like, so along with the bag, you also got a lanyard. That since it's the 60th for Star Trek. But they had a pretty
Where's the badge?
Big.
Badge on it? Receive the badge.
No, there was no badge.
To get in the con?
So my badge
turn
was
that
rented.
back into it.
So I did not get
Okay.
I did not keep my badge. That was a little bit. That was one of the few souvenirs that would have been kind of cool to have.
Yeah.
But they did have a San Diego Comic-Con store, and that store was probably about the size of a good-sized convenience store.
Mm-hmm.
And you had all these different varieties of shirts that just different, and they all had variations of the San Diego Comic-Con. They had some that without Star Trek on it, some with Star Trek, just all these different things. So again, you're paying con prices. I think the shirt that Augie bought was like $45. Yeah. Again,
wow.
My Midwest mentality just like, golly, that's an expensive shirt, man.
I can't believe you pay that much.
But hey, it's a once in a lifetime thing. So, well, at least for me. I mean, he goes every year. So, but it was a good time. A good time was had by all.
At least by you.
Well. If you had been here, I'd have thrown you in the
That's
back.
it.
It
would have been fun. Yeah. Next
you think you can fit in that?
My Cylon fits in one of the 27-gallon yellow and black totes. So.
Yeah, I'd have been able to take your armor.
Yep. One black one black and yellow tote for silver, one black and yellow for gold.
So now, see, that would have been an adventure. You fly to Kansas. We jump in the car. We drive the rest of the way.
There we go. It's something. That's not a bad idea. Let's try something like that sometime.
Well, let's keep that. We'll keep that. We're going to put a pin in that.
Yeah. It'll be on a board with some yarn and some pictures and crime scene photos and.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
oh Lord.
They did well. They didn't make it.
Yeah. This is where the body's buried. Oh, so everybody, thank you so much. It's about that time. Wow, we made it. Unfortunately, so the new Superman will be Jonah Hill. Frack.
I didn't
see that one.
Since I got in town a day early, and they both, Augie and his wife had to work, I just meandered San Diego, and I ended up going to see Supergirl. To help fill my day out. And
I heard it sucked.
I disagree. Pound for pound, I think it was a better movie than Superman.
Wow.
Yeah. But that's a discussion for another day.
Yeah, well. Okay.
Right.
So, like $45, it goes all I got with this lousy t-shirt phrase.
Right.
They need to make San Diego Comic-Con shirt. I went to San Diego Comic-Con and all I spent was $45 and got this lousy t-shirt.
Yeah. And a $14 turkey sandwich.
Wow. But that's about con prices. I mean, you go to cons, it's
food.
Crazy. So, anyways, everybody, thanks so much, Mediocre, for coming on tonight, filling in for Pete while he's in Birmingham, Alabama. Birmingham, England, whatever. Same thing.
Somewhere,
yeah. And appreciate all of you. I see all of your, wonderful story about Augie. Let's see, we've got awesome share, Mediocre Modeler. Thank you. Cons are the best place to do anything. Oops, it's moving. Anything you want, and you're not weird.
Yes, 100%.
You might be a little weird on that one, but it depends on what you say by anything.
In a group of 130,000 people, I think
you're pretty safe.
It'll pass.
Yeah. You're safe on that deal. But everybody, thanks for coming out tonight. We were here every Thursday. Don't forget to check us out on smash that like, smash the love button, whatever the hell, the heart button. Hit the follow thingy. Go TikTok us. I don't think we have TikTok.
No tickety talk.
Don't do tickety talk. That tickety talk.
I don't do tickety talk.
But that pictogrammy thingy, picto whatever. Check all those out for you young whippersnappers who know all that stuff. Go ahead and click those things. Follow us, and it's not like we're not making any money on it. It's just shows that the people like it. Don't forget, there is a 50th anniversary Battlestar Galactica page now. Go hit that, like it.
Yeah, I gotta go find that.
Yeah, we're gonna go. I'll try to remember to put that out at the end of this. We're gonna try to get together, and we're in the process of trying to find a home con for that. So somebody that's gonna dedicate the entire con to the 50th anniversary, because we don't want to share. Kind of the way it works.
Good luck with that.
It's the 50th, so come on.
Yeah.
We've got somebody out there that wants to do it. So we're looking for a place to land that. And I think Battlestar Galactica Fan Club is working on the one in Texas, I believe. So we're going to find out a little more about that later on. But we got a couple years till the 50th. So go find it, check it out. Celebrate your fandom. Let that fandom wave, that fandom flag wave. put it at your office. Like Mediocre has stuff at his office. I have stuff at my office. People walk in and go, "Oh, so you're into Star Wars?" You're like, "Oh my god."
You're right, right.
No, it's Battlestar Galactica. They're like, huh?
Actually.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. But anyways, thanks for coming out. Thanks, Mediocre. Really, really, really appreciate it. Thanks, Tara, for your thing. And thanks for all the fans. Because the fans do fuel the fleet. So y'all take care. And we'll see you next time. I had to switch over to beer because I ran out.
Yeah, well,
Silent Oil ran out.
Chug,
Fans for the
chug.
fleet. Chug, chug, chug. Y'all take care. See you next week.